did we do? We had a project codenamed Cute and Fuzzy. And based on the premise and the need of having a mobile device and wanting to know what critters are close, and wanting to know just what in the world the Fish and Wildlife Service is doing to those poor creatures. There's no idea. Yeah. I think we all had the same kind of thing in mind. So the system flow, we wanted to take an approach where we looked at location first. We did not have a bunch of layers that displayed, but what we did is we wanted to show a list of species quickly, which made it making it easy for end users to understand. They understand what a species is, but sometimes a layer doesn't mean much. And we wanted images to be integrated, and we took an approach of having very simple displays of data. So map, this is the first screen that you would see. At the bottom you see a set of 3 simple buttons and plus minus to navigate, zoom in, zoom out. So it's pretty easy for a user to get in and start working with the system. There's a layer menu, and that brings up this view, and hopefully Chaz will be able to show that. We picked some base layers, and there were a couple other things that we had to choose from. So the first thing we do is we select a location. That is a JavaScript alert you would get if you are somehow running Chrome on Windows on your iPhone. All right, you get a species list when that happens, right? So super simple, common named scientific name images would be a good thing to put here, like another team produced. Right? Then we want to see some species information. This would show the common name, scientific name, using a service call back to a server. And we started trying to find information about our database. So what recovery cost might be something that users are interested in seeing. Recovery action names and that kind of stuff. I think we saw it on the team talk about that stuff too. So our experience, we used OpenLayers to play around with this. OpenLayers has a mobile extension, jQuery has a mobile extension. That's stuff that we played with, and it is awesome. Dividing and conquering is a good way to approach things. Donuts, cookies, pretzels, they're also awesome. So other takeaways, the pieces that you divided for conquering, glue those things together before 3 o'clock. We had we struggled a little bit trying to get a super clean demo up and running. It's also easier to be productive when your computer isn't pegged at 100%. Steve Kuzmich struggled a little bit with some hardware today. And foreign keys to help you figure out how the data fits together. We started this morning trying to figure out what data we could get, and we made some guesses, but there were some things that were a little trickier to figure out. But really, we branched out from our comfort zone and understanding quite a bit, looking into the ES side, so that was fun. But yeah, Chaz, if you're ready to plug in, you can kind of show what we did. There's a little bit of interactive stuff, not just slides, that we can show. So. Thanks, Chaz. Stealing the internet from Chaz.
So we divided and conquered. I built some basic interactivity into that little mapper that you saw. OpenLayers was a lot of fun to play with. I was really impressed, more so than I was other times. I evaluated OpenLayers before because we were talking about moving, how we handle our UI stuff. And didn't seem like it could handle like all of our use cases, but it was surprisingly easy to throw a lot of little things together earlier today. This is the the map viewer that you're seeing is an OpenLayers map, and the UI stuff is jQuery mobile, and it's kind of set up for touch events. So some of the mouse stuff doesn't work perfectly. Like I can't mouse wheel into Zoom because you're supposed to like touch it.
Right.
This locate button uses the browser's geolocation API, which is super easy to use. Haven't tested it because we haven't been able to deploy this and test it on phone.